Hello, everybody.
See what he thinks about
Wait,
it.
now they can hear you. You're showing me.
I'm showing Jeff this maybe Fable tease and see what he thinks about everybody.
Why did that?
Is that the glitter?
Well, it's the music more than anything, but the glitter also.
Is that not just like Christmassy sort of music?
Wait,
No.
where'd you send it?
In the chat, in here.
All right. I just clicked on it, and I'm like on the Xbox Game Showcase Starfield Direct thing.
No.
Are you okay?
No, what is are you fine? Do you need a break?
No, I
can-
clicked the link inside of the tweet. I see. You're sending me the actual tweet.
Yeah, the actual tweet.
Oh,
looks
Grandpa.
You're sending me the. Okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
let's-
I was like, why is it blinking 12? You know, let me put it up here so people can hear. It's enough Goemon for the people. Let's see.
I'll post the link here. This is the stream I'm talking about, everybody.
The trail of glitter. Glitter's blue. And it leads to the Xbox Game Showcase and that music. So that music is people think it's Fable. I never really played Fable, so
That sounds very Fable-y to me.
okay.
That music.
All right, you heard it
Sounds
here, everybody.
Home
Mike
Alone to
Minotti,
me.
games journalist Mike Minotti says Fable will be there.
All right. That's very Fable-esque music.
All right, let me test this.
Hey, you guys hear me?
It's quiet.
Oh, the fate.
There we go.
Hey,
We can
is this
see
the
it.
one? Is this
Hey,
the one that we
you
kept
guys hear
having
me?
it not fade
Stop
away, or is that
cheering
the other
now.
podcast?
Is that the other? I think it's the other podcast.
That was the other podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll remind me to fix that on Thursday.
Yeah, let's try.
I
I'll
know.
remind you.
Okay, I think I am probably ready. Mike, you ready?
Yeah, 1 second. You ready for super chats? We got some of those in.
Let me take a look. Let me get the chat here so I can see. Oh, look at that. Nintendo hates Dolphin.
Apex Pro says it's nearly identical to the Bowerstone theme from Fable 1. Yeah, it's Fable.
All right,
Oh, okay.
let's go. I would
Fable.
love
He
for them to
said it.
show Fable because
No, me.
last time I heard it, it's like, oh yeah, Fable's having some problems, but you know, there's no reason to assume that those are like world-ending problems. So it'd be cool if they showed it. Okay. Don't tell me how much Goemon is too much. That's completely fair. Okay, Mike, if I count us in, you're gonna be good.
I will be good, sir.
Okay, there's you, there's me, there's chat. Let's just do it. 5, 4, 3.
Hey, you guys hear me? Start cheering now! Yeah, let's get this over with. Yeah.
Woof woof. Hi, I'm Mike Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
Hi, I'm Jeff Grubb, and I am a Nintendog.
Almost forgot your line there. And we are the last of the Nintendogs today. Is Nintendo gonna kill Dolphin? Is Tears of the Kingdom the fastest selling Nintendo game ever? And where are we gonna go for our Nintendo summer vacation? But first, Jeff, how's it going? How you doing?
So you know how we break before the start of the show, and you're like, "Is this the one where the intro does it turn down by itself? Does it fade out?" And the truth is, this one never faded out. I do that manually every time, but I could do that because I'm not hosting the show. And now
There
you
you
got me
go.
thinking, oh, I should just do that. I should just fix that. so I
There
don't
you
have to think
go.
about it.
Yeah, you know, you're really thinking with power over
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
The good news is you're usually loud enough to overpower it no matter what.
I'm
So even
very
if
loud.
even if I forget, it's like usually completely fine. But I try to get it turned down there a little bit.
I just realized this is episode 99, the last Nintendogs. And like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do an episode next week. I think I'm on a plane next
Yeah,
week.
I leave Wednesday, so we'll probably do something next week, especially if something gets lined up here. We might have to do it.
Well, because I'm leaving Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it
I
out.
leave Wednesday morning, and then we're gonna be busy Wednesday night. So it's like,
Yeah, we haven't really thought, like, there's so many things we have to do for like our actual jobs that trying to figure out what exactly we're doing for these podcasts is exhausting. I haven't thought about it.
I think the idea might be, I mean, maybe either really, really short podcasts from there with me and you somehow. I don't know when. Or maybe we can have, Sean run the show and we just call in and like.
But yeah, maybe we can make AJ and Sean do it while we're doing our
Yeah.
things. We'll call it. Hey, real quick, Uncharted Wolf had a super chat about some recent review scores. He said, I forgot to let you all know, but Jeff got Street Fighter 6 score exact with a 92.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm
Yeah.
undefeated. I can't be touched.
And Mike got the Diablo 4 score exactly with an idiot. Jeff, I'm telling you, Jeff,
Sean
look,
King was rigged.
if this whole thing blows up,
Yeah.
we would be pretty good at that whole review consultancy.
I think so too. Yes, I think we would be pretty good at it.
I think we can handle that just fine. Wolf, what did we each say for the ones we didn't get exactly right? Now I'm curious. But yeah, we'll get something figured out for the shows next week, everybody. It's
Yeah, something will happen. We'll figure.
crazy.
We'll figure. It's gonna be really crazy. It's I came down here early to get ready for the show, and instead I spent like 30 straight minutes answering emails and continuing to like work on our schedule for all the stuff we're doing for Giant Bomb. And then all of a sudden it was like 9 o'clock and I was running late for the show. I'm like, oh my God. So a lot of stuff is taking up our time. We'll figure stuff out next week. But for now, I mean, yeah, we can still talk about Nintendo news. I mean, I'm sure we'll have to do an episode of this show because there's going to be a Nintendo Direct, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. There also may not be very much Nintendo news going on next week. It's kind of like everybody else.
I think people are starting to settle into the belief now. They're like, oh, wait, Nintendo might not do anything. I'm like, listen, I don't know, but I think Nintendo might not do anything big.
I think they're going to do something this summer or maybe early fall still, but that could be
Sure. I mean, in like this time.
August.
Right. There's the traditional E3 time when they used to do directs. They didn't do it last year, right? Last year was the one they skipped it. Yeah, what's up?
So Charwolf said, I said 91 for Street Fighter 6, and you said an 89 for Diablo 4. So we both also knew that the other one that we were like right there.
I bet I went first for Street Fighter and you went first for Diablo, and that's all the difference was. That's what it was.
I think it's something like that. It's incredible.
That's that's pretty. Listen, I'm excited to play those games for sure. I'm going to be spending a lot of time.
Honestly, God, the year's so good. Those are two games that are reviewing really well. I didn't really play Diablo yet. I played the beta back when, but I didn't really touch that review bill just because I was like, I have time for maybe Street Fighter 6 or Diablo to review one of them. Let's go with Street Fighter.
Yep.
The one I was actually probably more excited about. And boy, it's good. But man, there is still this kind of thing of, I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom. And this ridiculous June month that we've been staring down now.
It's here.
Like
it's upon us.
Deaths.
Yeah.
It's here. And it's nuts. And we still don't know, Final Fantasy 16 is also coming out in June, and we don't really know how that's going to measure up yet. It'd be shocking if it was bad, but God, that could be another big hit. It's just insane.
What if? I'm sorry, I'm like we're like just bouncing around here, but that's just kind of where we're both pretty scatterbrained right now.
Oh, it's going to be a scatterbrain episode. Look, do you want us to talk for another hour about how good Tears of the Kingdom is? Deal with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to happen. What if we have the community send in clips of their favorite last Nintendog moments, and we do a clip show where it's hosted by Sean and AJ, and we could just kind of call in if we're available. Because that'd be episode 100, and it'd be like a clip show.
I would love a clip show so much. My favorite episode of Simpsons, I think, is that clip show hosted by Troy. That
Why
was the
are
first
clip
episode I
shows
saw.
so good?
They're so good.
Clip shows are the original TikTok. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, just
There's
little segments of shows. This is nice.
There's that awful season 2 finale of Star Trek Next Generation of Riker. That's a clip show. Like the show, or maybe even season 2. The show had barely been on the air. Like there's not much to clip from. There was a writer's strike. That's why they had to do it. I love that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love a clip show actually.
Basically, we're just making our community make a podcast for us at this point. That sounds brilliant to me. So if everyone wants to help out with that, we'll get on with that. We'll have details in the Discord if it's something that's possible.
I'm going to throw a curveball at you, Jeff. We have a few other super chats. I want to hear about those right now before I even get into our news.
Okay, let's see here. The viewer activity. Let me scroll here and make it big enough for me to read.
I threw a curveball at you. It's okay. You're not exactly ready yet.
Yeah, but I'm ready because I love to hear from Big Jimbo Ryan. Let's start with him, who says, I'm sorry, Mike even went and got me some sweet, sticky apple juice. Brave of him. Right. They wouldn't let me get RR6, but I could get Foam Stars, and that's a W in my opinion.
Wait, he means by RR6?
Ridge Racer 6, I think.
But we're past 6. I don't think Man, Jim, but you don't even know what Ridge Racer we're on. There's a
Jim,
Ridge
of course
Racer
Jim doesn't
7.
know. Listen,
There's
come
a
on.
Ridge Racer
Give
7
him
on
a break. He's an
PlayStation 3.
old man.
He is. He has no
Did you-
idea.
during when he came on for that PlayStation showcase, it was just like, oh, he's trying. He's trying. It's like trying to be like charismatic, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's trying to
honey,
do-
it's okay.
Yeah, he's trying to do his Tim Apple, whatever that guy's name is. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm gonna talk to people. I just picked my nose, by the way. I couldn't help it. It's
No,
really
sometimes
itchy
you got to
right now.
do it, right?
It's just so
that's what
itchy,
the
all
show
those
is.
fiber hairs. I got to use my Manscaped products and clean up in there.
There you go. Get up in it.
Oh.
Hilliard Hendricks dropping his first ever super chat. Thank you, Hilliard. Shout out to the Beef and Cheddar Boys for retweeting my article last week, which criticized the lack of accessibility options in Tears of the Kingdom. You might be bad podcasters. I kid, but you were great dudes. No, that's
He's
completely
right.
fair.
He's right. Thank
He's
you.
absolutely right. Thanks,
Appreciate-
Hilliard.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
Yeah, that was
stuff
good,
there.
good article. I'm glad you did that. Xbox Lord Gamer
Who
said,
could it be?
"Stop trying to concern troll spoil the show. Tom owned you." Oh, hell yes. That rules.
Did Tom own you?
Yeah, like Tom, he repeated my joke back to me, and people were like, "Yeah, he's repeating the joke." It was very funny.
What joke? What is this? Give me some context. What is
Yeah,
Xbox Killer or whatever his name is now upset
Yeah,
about?
someone tweeted, it's like, "Hey, there haven't been any leaks for the Xbox show. That's exciting. I hope it stays that way." And I'm like, "Well, there were no leaks for the PlayStation show," being like, because there was nothing worthwhile at the PlayStation show. That was the joke. And then everyone was like, "But there was nothing at the PlayStation show." And I nearly strangled like 17 people who repeated my joke back to me, including Tom, who was just like, "Yeah, I'm going to say the joke again." I'm like, "Come on, man. Come on, Tom. You're like, you can tell what I'm doing." But, yeah. Oh, well.
Fun. Well, I'm glad he's very upset.
The Uncharted Wolf. I forgot to let you all know, but Jeff got the Street Fighter 6 score exact. Well, this is the one we just did.
Yeah,
with a
read that
92,
one.
I'll just read that first part again. From
Shut up.
Daily Beating, can't wait for 30 waifu episode clips. That's right. Okay. We got
Oh my god. that
you
was
get 2 clips from the waifu episode, and that's
No,
it.
if they're good enough, I will laugh.
Okay. I guess at a certain point, our hands are going to be tied. We're not going to have any say on it, really.
The wife, I haven't got back to that wife episode. I've been afraid.
Man. Okay. Yeah, make sure no clipping all the racist stuff, okay? Leave that stuff in the past. We've grown a lot in these last
Don't show
few minutes.
Manscaped to the wife episode.
All right, I think that's us all caught up.
All right, let's get into some of this, Jeff. Starting with Nintendo explained to Kotaku why it did the DMCA on the Dolphin on Steam app. And this is the quote that Nintendo gave to Kotaku. Nintendo is committed to protecting the hard work and creativity of video game engineers and developers. This emulator illegally circumvents Nintendo's protection measures and runs illegal copies of games. Using illegal emulators or illegal copies of games harms development and ultimately stifles innovation. Nintendo respects the intellectual property rights of other companies and in turn expects others to do the same. So, Jeff, them blocking the Steam version of Dolphin, that was like, okay, of course. This almost seems more concerning because here the language is straight up. They're saying, we think Dolphin is inherently illegal. And you say that, like, they have a bridge to stand on there, right?
Yeah, the illegal number, as MVG explained it in his video, which is basically the Wii common key, which is a copyrighted string that enables the Wii games to work inside a Dolphin. That stuff is not, you can't just put that in there. Even if you were to backward engineer it, reverse engineer it, like you could reverse engineer it, you just can't then put it into the thing yourself because that's still copyrighted. It's not part of this other area that is much more protected by reverse engineering and the clean room design of how most emulators are created. That doesn't matter. It's very similar to a BIOS, which we know are copyrighted. We have to track those down when we try to do stuff with like PlayStation 1, things like that. It's in that same vein. And Dolphin just has it in there. And people have been pointing this out as a potential issue and a potential leg for Nintendo to stand on for a very long time.
To stand on, I got the saying wrong. I appreciate you not calling me out on it.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, it's not yes, it's still a gray area, Sean says. But the point is that it's the kind of gray area that could become very, very grim very quick under the current Supreme Court, which just had a ruling, and shout out to a lawyer in my DMs who often points this stuff out to me. Andy Warhol, that sort of that soup can thing where he would take an image and then he would like change it up a little bit.
Pittsburgh's own Andy Warhol, your favorite city.
Yes, absolutely. Basically, since that ruling, there is some concern that things could be very different if something like an emulator case went to trial and then went to the Supreme Court. Things could be way worse for the emulation scene, specifically because of the way they're reading this Warhol ruling. I'm gonna just started looking into this, but basically it has to do with fair use and things like that. So yeah, this could be Nintendo becoming more aggressive because of that.
Are you saying would they say that Warhol's not allowed to like draw a can of Campbell's soup now because that's Campbell's intellectual property? Is that what this is about?
Yeah, it's their copyright basically. Yeah, it wasn't the Campbell's soup thing. It was a picture of someone that a photographer took. I think it was it a picture of Prince? Yeah, I think it was. And okay. And then he like took that picture of Prince and then he did his own like Warhol like color treatment to it. But then the Condé Nast, who I think owned the photograph, sued and said, well, no, you can't do this. The Warhol estate this belongs to us because this was originally our photograph. And they won that case. And there is some analogs there to emulation, and that the concern is maybe Nintendo is seeing blood in the water and is maybe thinking about striking a little bit more harder towards emulators in the future. Now, still, they probably don't want to go to court because if they lose, that would open the door up for emulation and piracy in a way that they really don't want. They probably don't want to risk that. So what they are most likely doing is getting, big in their britches, standing up, trying to look big and scary so that the piracy scene, the emulator scene kind of cools off a little bit because it has been getting hotter in these recent months, especially after the Steam Deck and handful of other things. And with Tears of the Kingdom drawing a lot of attention to Yuzu. Like Yuzu was almost becoming a household name among the gaming fans. And it's like Nintendo probably wants to scare off some of that stuff.
I heard right before I went on here, some Switch emulator is on Google Play straight up right now.
Oh yeah, there was one that was like getting regular development. I think they stopped that, but I'm sure there's a couple on there for sure.
All right, so that's interesting. Next thing here, Jeff. Hey, Guinness, the beer company / world record people say Tears of the Kingdom is the fastest selling Nintendo game ever. It hit the shelves on May 12th and sold 10 million copies in its first 3 days to snatch the record title previously held by Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in 2018. Now, Guinness is Guinness. Their stuff often doesn't mean much, but, they're probably right here. Of course, it makes all the sense in the world for Tears of the Kingdom to become the fastest selling Nintendo game of all time. It also makes sense. Smash Bros. Had that before. It makes sense, too, that it would beat Breath of the Wild, which was a launch game for the Switch. Obviously, Wii U out there, but there was barely any Wii U's in the world, so... Yeah, it was always going to have a faster start.
Yeah, did it really so fast? I guess, are they counting Pokemon? Pokemon's a Nintendo game, so
Scarlet maybe it's like us Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, right? No. Maybe some of that bullshit. But maybe not. Maybe it just actually sold better than those.
Yeah, who knows? And you know what? And when it comes to Guinness, doesn't really matter. They just kind of
doesn't really matter. But hey, shockingly, Tears of the Kingdom's doing well. But you know what else is doing well is Breath of the Wild. According to GameIndustry.biz head Christopher Dring, Breath of the Wild was number 7 on physical sales in UK for this recent week and has remained in the top 10 since Tears of the Kingdom's release. So yeah, even with the sequel coming out, of course, it's doing well, but plenty of people are going back.
I've heard a surprising amount of people who are like, I'm playing Breath of the Wild first. I'm like, oh, weird. Okay, cool.
You didn't play that yet? All right, good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they were like, I think a lot of people are like, if I don't play it now, I might never go back to it because of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, yeah, that's what people say, and I think for a lot of people that's probably true, but I don't think it's like a universal truth or anything, but maybe people disagree with that. I don't know.
Right. But so Zelda is doing really well. In fact, everything about Zelda is great, unless you're a filthy cheater who likes to duplicate items, because the Tears of the Kingdom patch did remove an infamous item dupe glitch. I never actually used this glitch. I never even really learned how to use it, but apparently it was very easy to do, and some people are upset. Some people kind of, thought they could have just left it alone. I don't really have a strong opinion about it. I wasn't using this glitch. Really, I don't know. I didn't have any desire to. I think, you can, you do whatever you want. To me, just making as many diamonds or, rare materials that I want kind of ruins the loop of it for me a bit.
Yeah, I think there's a certain audience out there. I mean, it's probably a pretty big audience that's like, yeah, I don't care about any of that. I just want to be able to build whatever I want without any limitations. And if that's you, I hope you were able to use these dupe glitches. And I know there's people who are like keeping a physical version unupdated on an offline switch and all this stuff so they can do that. I think that's what Gene Park said he was doing. And I'm like, that rules. Go ahead and have your fun.
Right.
I'm good though, but yeah, I'm not too surprised today. I'm a little surprised, I guess, that they fixed this because it's like a lot of other glitches in Breath of the Wild. They're just like, the whistle run glitch. They just left that in there the entire time.
Yeah, they just never cared.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, this seems like the kind of thing where it's like, if this is how people want to play, this is how they want to play. But I know that they probably really thought long and hard about their gameplay loop, and they're like, no, this is important. We want to fix it. So, sure, fair enough.
That is it for the news, Jeff. It is mostly still going to be kind of quiet here, I think, as they sort of ride the coattails of Tears of the Kingdom's success here for a bit. We did have those Game Boy Advance Mario ports come out during this week. Maybe we're going to start hearing about Pikmin soon.
Oh yeah,
but
I would really just appreciate like a mini direct that's like, here's what's up with Pikmin 4, and here's a couple other games, and here's one big game for the holiday, and then here's a bunch of third-party stuff. I think that would go over well. I don't know what the chances of that are, especially not in June, but I think you're right. We get to July, August. I think that would be really cool if we could just get something like that. I do have some news. I got a shirt from the internet.
Oh,
So
those are nice. So this is incredible. So he's holding up a shirt of Rouge the Bat from Sonic Adventure 2 / Sonic 06 and other Sonic games, sexily laying on top of a Master Emerald. What's funny was I saw this shirt was on Yeti and messaged Jeff, hey, we should get this shirt for Dan as a joke. And Jeff replied, ... I already bought it for myself. Incredible.
Yep, that's exactly right.
I got a Yeti shirt on right now. I got my Missile from Ghost Trick Fantastic. I'm wearing a dog shirt for our dog themed podcast. How about that?
Sean got the Crystal and Camilla one. I almost got the Camilla one, but that one actually is like too horny for me because I'm like,
oh yeah, you can't wear that.
I can't. I'm
wear
like,
that in the
like,
house.
Right.
You can't even let your kids see that.
No, exactly. I'm like,
boobs are evil.
And to be clear, it's like because I personally would be too horny wearing the shirt. Like I would look down, like, oh my god,
no, blood rushing.
no,
Coward.
Exactly.
Camilla.
Definitely a coward. Yeah.
I like that. I'm glad that Camilla is like definitely the most popular endearing thing that happened from Fire Emblem. What was that one called? Fates.
Oh, was that? Yeah, that was Fates. God, that's right.
The one after Awakening. The one that people don't like as much as Awakening. But yeah, everyone remembers Camilla. She's the breakout star, and we wonder why. All right. Why don't we take a little break, Jeff? We'll be back. We're going to talk about this fun summer vacation topic. We'll read some more super chats. We'll talk about some Zelda and all that stuff. How's it sound?
Let's do it.
Yeti, YETEE.com, Mike T.
I was like, that's not how you spell Yeti, but that's how you spell the Yeti t-shirt brand. That's right. He's right.
Coward.
It's too much.
I looked at that today. I'm like, maybe this is an inside shirt.
Yeah, boy.
This is a shirt just for me, but I can't just have inside shirts. There's children around these parts.
I write it off as these are my streaming shirts.
Yeah, there you go. That's
bring
the
the
way
right
to do
people in, and then
then just claim it on your taxes. There you go.
Exactly. Beautiful.
All right, let's bring up this so that people can see what people are talking about.
Mute the notifications.
What? It's it's already muted.
Just in case.
You didn't hear anything,
Okay.
right? Okay.
No. Just
Yes, I
tell me
muted it as
just
soon
in
as I
case.
opened that browser or that
Perfect.
window. Okie doke. I need to just add it as a window. Yeah, there we go.
Benji Bop. It's so game mess of you guys not to be here for episode 100.
Yeah, totally.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Yep, I kind of thought about that, but oh well. All right, there we go. All right. There we go.
All right.
We got just a couple more super chats. You want me to read those when we get back, Mike?
I would like that, yes.
Okay.
We can do that right now.
Yeah, Vagrant Coyote, this is a recording.
Fuck no.
This
This is a loop.
Yeah, chat is live, video is pre-recorded. That's right.
Chat is live. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. I think Mikey, I am ready whenever you are.
And we are somehow back. Jeff, got a couple more super chats. Why don't you read those?
Yeah, Dean Bowling rightly says, disparage Guinness around Dan and see how that goes. And he'll be like, he does defend it as if it's a legit thing. And
Well, because he has a stupid record.
yeah, right. I know. And
What's some Mario
he'll be
record?
like-
What is it?
like he's like played the Mario games for the longest time. He used to have another one. I can't remember, fighting games for the longest time.
Can
So I
you
beat that.
possibly quantify that?
Well,
Those are lies. I'm just going to go ahead and say that neither of those could possibly be true about
he,
Dan.
he had
Sorry,
he had a
Dan.
Guinness person there, and then they watched as they played Mario nonstop. Like it was a marathon thing. It's a marathon record, not like in your
Oh, I
life.
thought you meant a cumulative. Okay,
No.
maybe.
But like that's what he'll be like. No, I had a Guinness person there, and it's like, yeah, a lot of other people pay like $10,000, and Guinness is like, hey, we'll just create something for you to get, and he's just like, nah, that's not what happened to me. So that's not what happens. Like, okay, Dan, I'm gonna stop talking to you now.
Songs there played the most shoot Mario. Incredible.
All right, Mikey. Oh no, there's one more. Excuse me. T-Bucket23. Did you guys see the rumor that Aubrey Plaza might voice a character in the third Sonic movie? Maybe she's Rouge. I would. I think that could work. That would be a good fit for Rouge, because Rouge has that sort of what I was gonna say, kind of callous attitude. But what is it in anime women
Sunder?
tropes?
Sunder?
Sunder. Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be really funny if she was Maria, that like doll-looking, like Dr. Robotnik ancestor who's like Shadow's friend from Sonic Adventure 2, but we make her evil instead. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. All those things make sense to me, and I know what you said.
I think Rouge would be cool. I think they should do like they did with the Smurfs movie, where the third one was just actually an animated film now. Like maybe Sonic 3 will just be a full-on animated movie.
That would rule.
It only stars the animated characters in some animated world.
Yeah,
If we don't have
they should
Jim
do
Carrey, then like, why bother with the humans anymore?
Exactly.
All right, Jeff.
Yep, that does it for the super chats. It's all yours.
Time for summer vacation. I'm going to open up my Kona Big Wave Golden now. For some reason, Jeff, I've been thinking a lot about how nice a vacation would be. So when Sean reminded me we did not have a topic planned for this week's episode, excuse me.
Yep. Go ahead and just take your swig there. I understand.
That's nice. Much better than that skunky Dollar General beer I had that one time. I was like, yeah, let's just talk about summer vacations. That would be nice. There's a lot of tropical, exotic, fun places in Nintendo games, Jeff, that would be maybe good for a little sunny getaway. So how about you, Jeff? You had a week to spend in some Nintendo location.
Yeah. I
For
mean,
vacation. What would you do? Location for vacation.
I want to say Nintendo Land, but I think I want to be more relaxed than Nintendo Land would provide. And I think
Too many games.
What's that?
Too many games.
Right,
at
yeah,
Nintendo
there's
Land.
too
I
many
just wanna sit around.
activities. I want to I want to resort, like just lay in my hacienda. I don't know what a hacienda is. I want to lay my
Do you mean
hacienda.
cabana? Do you want a cabana? Is that the word you're looking for?
I want to lay in my cabana, which is the word I said when I edit this podcast later. Yeah, I want a cabana, and I just want to lay in there all day. So I'm going to go with Link's Awakening, the island from there. Because they got a pretty good beach there, and then there's some cool town. And then, sure, there's some wild shit happening everywhere else, but I can get down to that beach pretty safely. Those enemies are early on are kind of weak.
It's just Locker Rocks.
Yeah, there's just Locker Rocks and those those urchin things that when you hit them, they can like fly away and explode because they want to make your sword feel super powerful for their first enemy you attack. And I want to do that because that always looked really fun. And then I'll go just like lay on the beach and have a good one. And then I'll go on a date with Marin. Is that what her? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I hope you disappear with the rest of the island, though, when they wake up the windfish.
Yeah,
would
that
make
sounds
me
good
happy.
too. Yeah.
Just disappear. No pain, Jeff. You just don't
Exactly.
exist.
That sounds the way to go right now, I'll tell you.
Don't even see it coming. No anxiety.
Just wake up a big fish and you just go away.
There you go. My first thought was the freaking Aloha region or whatever it's called, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Because, I like my tiki stuff, I like the Polynesian stuff.
Sure, yeah.
I dropped the screw and it was driving me crazy. I had to pick it up. Then I was like, man, I like how incredibly rated G everything in Pokemon is on vacation terms. It'd be real safe. But I don't think anyone drinks. And I would have to have like some kind of blue alcoholic beverage on vacation. So I don't know if that'll go. Now, I do know, I think I saw bars in Isle Delfino. So
Sure.
I saw blenders. You had to put a watermelon in a blender that one time to get a shine. So that's something. But you're going on that date with Marin, and now I'm starting to get kind of jealous. Like, who am I going to go on a date with in
Sure.
Isle Delfino? What are those people even called?
Dolphins.
Now, they look stupid.
Yeah.
I'll just say it. They're ugly, and they're not good enough for me, and I don't want to date them. The piñatas. Yeah, what are they
So
called?
there's more cushion for the pushing on those things.
Right, like I'm gonna hope that Princess Peach decides to like have a vacation there, and she'll get kidnapped in the first 10
Everyone
seconds
chat's saying
anyways.
piantas, and that just sounds like a racial epithet.
That's what they're called.
These fucking
yeah.
piantas. Whoa! All right, holy moly!
So I don't know. I guess that still might be my best chance there. Because they have bars. They don't have any bars in Pokemon. If they do, it'll be like a soda bar.
Yeah, it's a completely dry world. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. We can't have it's like Disneyland.
Yeah.
In like 1990s. We can't have that. All right, Jeff. Let's see what our community has to say about this. Turbo Sean says, I'm claiming El Delfino before anyone else does. Well, eat shit, Sean. I claimed it first. Stupid asshole. How do you think about
That'll
that?
teach you, dumb bitch.
Laurel says Eventide Island with Pura. Well, now you're inventing fantasies. You can't pick the location and your guess. You're just stuck on that island. Jeff, that's my winner's island. Remember when I got there and you didn't?
Listen, I was right there. All I had to do was just eat food in the air, and I would have won. Shut up,
but
Mike.
You didn't. Benji Glaskey says Delfino Plaza is a police state. It has Lavender Town.
That's
town
true.
that's mostly known for its ghost tower. Let's go to the town with the ghost tower.
That's how. Listen, there's a lot of ghost hunters out there. That probably sounds like their ideal summer vacation spot.
Oh, this is a good one. Jet Bink says Woohoo Island looks pretty awesome to hang
Yes,
out
it
in.
does.
So Woohoo Island was like what's Wii Sports Resort, and the Pilot Wings for 3DS. That's a nice one. That looks. They
You know
probably
what?
have a bar.
Give me NES golf. I changed my answer. I'll just do NES golf. and
NES
I'll
golf,
I'll just
that's
play
interesting.
golf a bunch.
Daniel says, I always loved Slateport City in the Gen 3 Pokemon game. So Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. A port city with a local market, beach, and good view of the mountains. I'm there. Yes, Daniel, but where is the bar?
Where's the booze and the women?
There's Pokemon have plenty of women.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. But you know, there are human creatures in Pokemon at least, right?
Yeah, and there's also God damn it, Volpion.
Sure, you shut the. Don't even. You know that's my favorite Pokemon. Stop
Give
sexualizing
me a second. Let me think.
Vaporeon. It's Vaporeon, and you stop. Dr. Sus says Animal.
Sorry.
Piece of shit. Animal Crossing Island for sure. As long as the debt was paid off. It has a coffee shop, a museum, shops, lots of beaches. Most importantly, nothing trying to kill you. Yes, Dr. Sus, but where is the goddamn bar?
Daddy needs his medicine. Don't you understand?
Mr. Bowler says, fictional theme parks always seem fun. I'll shout out Wahoo World from the Splatoon series.
Ooh,
oh, that's
yeah.
pretty fun. Yeah, that's a boardwalk. They have beer there.
Oh yeah, sure. They got
I see.
heroin there. I promise you.
Yeah, right. Come on.
Just an alley, like one alley away. They have heroin.
Yeah, you're right. They're like sucking each other's. Like, anyways, like eek. I was gonna say eek. I was like, wait, that's not what I meant. I meant like hallucinogenics, not like as you know.
I thought you were
a
like,
sex
oh, they're
thing.
sucking each other's tentacles, like out there.
Yeah, the tentacles. Look, they're getting weird. Okay, those squid kids. Yeah, they're weird. GP Krantz says, gotta go Koopa Troopa Beach, Steel
yeah.
Drums, Blue Ocean, and you know we're having ourselves a crab boil. We'll take it some races. Yeah, but there's I bet some people like that. There's no infrastructure to Koopa Troopa Beach.
Yeah, but there's
though.
that cave that you can go the shortcut. You can just live in that cave. All you need is a cave, Mike. You know me.
The cave is like 3 stories off the ground.
Yeah, all I gotta do is get a mushroom on lap 1.
Go off the ramp.
Yeah, go up the ramp. I'm good, and hope no one hits me with lightning.
Always Pete Corgi says, I think it'd be fun to grab a slice in New Donk City and watch the mayor put on a show. The only bad thing would be some jerk bouncing on your head from time to time. Yeah, but maybe that jerk will keep you company if you're lonely on a bench, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, Gigi64 says, Yoster Island from Super Mario RPG. You can relax in the sun, bet on some Yoshi races, and chill with Boshi.
Yeah,
And
fuck
look,
yeah, Boshi.
I see some cabanas. I bet somebody's got a picture
Oh,
of
Boshi's got the
margaritas under
hookup.
there.
Boshi's got the best weed.
Boshi's got the hookup, baby. Let's go.
Boshi's definitely just smoking that herb.
Oh, he just reeks of
Oh,
like a
yeah.
cloud following him wherever he goes.
And I
Uh-huh.
never tweeted, but now I know what I'm going to tweet. So let me get that going.
Casual says, guess what, friends? It's another island entry. Hey, I like islands. Because islands flipping rule. That's right. Here's Outset Island from Wind Waker. Cozy, all around pleasant with a water spirit living on the backside. All you could possibly want. Yeah, Outset Island's pretty nice. I do have one problem with it, Jeff.
Yeah.
Where is the bar? I don't want no milk. I don't
What if it's
want
fermented milk?
fermented milk. No, that's gross too.
Yeah, oh, that's especially gross. That's one of the most disgusting things I can imagine.
Well, they did have pirates come that one time. They probably have grog, right? That's the thing that Monkey Island taught me about.
Right.
Grog.
Yeah, they got Mutter's milk. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A link to the Bob says, Ula Ula Island. Is that how it's pronounced, from the Alolan region?
Sure.
Gen 7 for all you non-Pokemon dorks.
Oh,
It's the variety that sets this island apart from the others. Surf, snow, desert, a modest village, and of course an abandoned town that you definitely shouldn't snoop around, but totally should. I forgot that there were multiple islands in that gen, but yes, that does make sense, actually. That's a nice looking island.
there we go.
Yeah, Matt Rare Monkey says, oh boy. Oh, what? Wily Country Club and Resort in Hawaii from the Nintendo 64 game Wily Country Club True Golf Classics, which was published by Nintendo. I can golf and also leave the resort and see everything Hawaii has to offer as well. I think this is the best answer so far.
Well, what is the 19th hole is going to be like just overrunning with booze.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. It's just Hawaii.
Yeah.
Who's there? They got all sorts of things. I like that. Duck Sauce says, since Mike most likely already picked Serenia. What? Go Crystal's Homeworld. You go to hell, Duck Sauce. I'll go with Nintendo Land Plaza. You can read other park goers' Beavers posts while you wait in line and use Luigi's Mansion as an Airbnb. Man, I haven't seen this map in a while. I forgot there was actually this much stuff in Nintendo World. What that was Mario Chase. I don't even remember Mario Chase. Was that like Pac-Man? No, Luigi's Ghost Mansion was like Pac-Man.
How do you
What the
spell
hell was
reek?
that? Reek? Like you reek of something?
Yes.
R-E-E-K?
Yeah, man. Okay, I went with.
I think.
You want to hear what I used?
Yes.
WREAK.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wrong. Good try, Jeff.
Oh, well, I deleted it. No one will ever know.
Good. Screaming Madden says, New Donk City got taken, so I'll pick another Mario Odyssey kingdom, Bubbling, the Seaside Kingdom. It's on a beach, which has gorgeous sunsets and has water that's known for its yummy, sparkly flavor. Best of all, you can play fetch with a hat wearing Shiba Inu. Oh, yeah, that water's got a yummy, sparkly flavor, Jeff, but you know what it doesn't have?
What doesn't it have?
It doesn't have any fucking alcohol, Jeff.
It's medicinal for him, everybody. He doesn't have a problem. It's just medicinal.
I ain't going to spend no thousands of dollars to go on a vacation to lay down with sparkling water.
Which one are we
All
on?
right. We're on Breadfish now.
Okay. There we go.
If you need me, I'll be in Glitzville. What the hell is Glitzville? This is some Mario Party bullshit? No, this is this is House on Your Door.
Yeah, this is that cool theme park in yeah, right? No?
Yeah, man, it's been a while since I played Thousand Year Door. I kind of forgot about it. Is this like the arena? I don't know about this. There's like a food cart. It looks kind of low rent to me. It looks a little cheap.
Wow. Okay, I mean, you're not wrong. But I mean, I kind of like, listen.
Yeah.
As long as it has booze.
Yeah, Chuck 1991 says Lazuli's Island from the last story. I would be looking for Google image search Marinia. I guess to be a hot girl from these games. That's a nice looking island. A little pretentious. Looks like elves live there,
Yeah,
right?
it looks like you're gonna walk 10 feet, get chlamydia, and die. Like that, because it just looks like this is like a land reeking with
Freaky.
disease. I'm not going to keep using that word wrong, I think. I think that's my plan.
I hope the people in chat are joking when they're like, yeah, Mike, it sounds like you have a problem. Seriously. No, everyone, we'll go with the joke here. It's fine. Oh, this is Pablo Costa's Garrick Mock Monastery for 503 houses, as long as all the waifus and only the waifus
All
are.
right. He's just writing his own harem fiction now. All right,
Right.
Pablo Costa.
You know it's a monastery. You know that you're gonna have to like do like morning prayers and shit, right?
Yep. Well, listen,
You're not gonna like that.
they're not gonna make me do that shit.
No. Also, I think all the waifus, like, you know, they're all students, right? So how old are they? You won't like it. It sounds fun.
We don't
Also,
know
like,
Pablo
it's
Costa
medieval.
is. Pablo Costa could still be in high school.
Did you see any like showers there? They like all those waifus you think are really hot probably stink, and they're like murderers also, so they probably will have trauma.
Yeah,
'cause, like, they
stinky,
have to kill people.
traumatized murderers. If
Yeah.
listen, that just sounds like my type, actually.
Yeah, that's actually your thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, totally.
Lenny Cool Dick Denver says, I want to go to Whiteland from F-Zero to see if it's whiter than Ohio. I don't know if it's that white.
That's impossible.
Yeah. Gulator. Gulator, is he? I don't recognize a Gulator. Hello.
Hello,
A Pokemon
Gulator.
Snap Safari sounds like it would be a good vacation. That'd be fun. As long as you got that canteen with you, and you know what should be in that canteen, Jeff.
Yeah, just straight vodka.
Straight black. Hosp says, gotta have a great hotel. What's better than the Unnatural History Museum 4? Oh, he's got Luigi's Mansion 3. That 4 did rule.
Fuck, that game looks so good. What
It is.
An incredible looking game.
No, yeah, Next Level is just insane what they did with Switch at that game. That game looks awesome, and I
Yeah.
just loved the theming of each floor. It was so good. Oh, Shoji Cody says, Koho Lint Island. Is that the name of that island? From
That is
Link's Awakening?
the name of the island from Link's Awakening. That's right.
It's got a little bit of everything that would make for a fun vacation. Relaxing beach views, friendly and sometimes eccentric locals, a fun little arcade, enjoyable fishing spots, exhilarating river rapids.
Mr. Right? You can go hang out with the
Mr.
creator of
Right.
SimCity. Yeah.
Not Mr. Left, apparently.
No.
Mr. Tama Ranch makes for some nice hiking with breathtaking views of the entire island. That's a nice card. That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think this is one of the cards you could collect when you're playing the Switch version, but they had similar ones for the Game Boy Color one way back in the day, too.
Chronobound says, I'd like to go to Southern Island from Wayward 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to go to a race and visit a tropical beach island at the same time. Man, that looks great. And there's a pier, and when there's a pier nearby,
Yeah, there's usually
always
a cooler
beer.
filled with Coronas.
Yeah, I'll take it. Isaac Clark says, I have to go with the Gusty Garden Galaxy, but only the theme song is included.
Sure.
I don't think there was a lot of structures or anything there. Like there's giant dandelions I think you can swing off
And
of.
you're going to have to poop in them. Like, because there ain't no
You're gonna have to
toilets. There's
poop
no
in them.
plumbing.
Yeah, you have to poop in the giant dandelions, and then Mario's gonna swing on them, and that shit's gonna fly everywhere.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. Isaac Clark says, I'd have to. Oh, and that's the guy who said Gusty Garden. Jamie H1224 says, me and Mario in the Seaside Kingdom. Sun's out, nips out.
Hell
there
yeah.
you go. Fud Sack says, a lot of good answers here already, so I'll add Star Tropic Sea Island to the list.
No.
Tropical Island.
That's the
with a
first wrong
dope
answer so
village
far.
Chief. And I was, you shut the hell up. Why?
Just because I know you like it.
Yeah, but it's also like they got a lot of problems going on. There's a lot of aliens. It's just like people living there. It doesn't have tourists. I don't want to like intrude on them, Those people are living their lives.
Sure.
They already have some like redhead kid looking for his uncle.
Oh, that's why you don't
bothering them,
like
Yo-Yo.
redheads. Okay.
No, you're right. I hate them. Bench JC says, I'd like to visit Nimbasa City in the Innova region. Is this the one that's France? I can never remember.
Yes, I think
Nova.
so. Yeah.
Is this the France one?
Yeah. Right?
I mean, I like France. I don't know if I'm gonna go to France in summer,
New
This is New York?
New York?
Oh. Yeah, it looks way more like France in the picture to me.
Sure.
I guess there's no Eiffel Tower. Yeah, that's fine.
The famous New York Ferris wheel.
The famous New York. Jeremy Biss says Jubilife City at Pokemon Gen 4 because it's based on Sapporo, Hokkaido. Sapporo, excuse me, is similar to Anchorage, Alaska. Jump City to hang out with the WarioWare gang. There you go. Man, a lot of Pokemon answers. I thought we would get the, Pokemon Sun and Moon stuff, but we got a lot of other ones.
Yeah, I mean, they usually just base it on cool locations, so people are finding some fun stuff.
Winner versus CPU says, a well and high.
Listen, if you forget about a cent, you're going to be living in there for a while anyhow, so.
I do like the wells. They're good.
Yes.
Another Pokemon one. Chaos Buckaroo says Ekritique City in Johto.
Fuck,
The city's
I know.
whole thing is about history, which I love on a vacation. It is just real world Kyoto, so not very imaginative on my part. I don't think I could show my face in Kyoto, Jeff. That's like that. The words I was specifically told when Nintendo was mad at me from PR was, they're mad at you in Kyoto.
Yep.
Was the phrasing.
You're a wanted man in Kyoto.
So I don't
The
think I
death
can show
sentence
my
is out
face.
for you there.
Mhm.
Listen, it was Iwata's last words before he died. Bring me Mike Minotti.
I don't think that was very funny. We're going to shit. Clank says, I like to go to the fictional city of Tokyo from the hit Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. Well, let's go somewhere that's like kind of rooted in realism, Clink.
Yeah,
This
don't
is
be
just
absurd.
ridiculous. Big Tony says, my dogs, I am not a summer person. The heat, the bugs, the must, it's just not for me. I'd rather be in Snowman's Land than deal with summer.
Hell yeah.
Thing. See, it's weird. This confused Jan because I was complaining about how hot I get and I'm always sweaty, but I still actually do like summer and like being out in the sun for some reason. I don't know.
Give me a snowy mountain every time.
JD Camp says the trash pit from Bowser's Inside Story. It's Bowser's colon. This guy that's a funny answer. He wants to go to Bowser's colon. He gets points off for using a picture from. Is that from the remake?
Yeah, I think
Inside
so.
Story?
Yes.
Wow.
But, this answer's just I want to get in Bowser's ass. That's what JD
You know-
Camp has provided for us today.
Yeah, that's pretty. He wins the comedy award, I guess, so far.
Oh yeah, and it's probably the
I like
hottest
it.
place that's been listed so far too.
Yeah, the guy with the like best realistic answer is the one who just said fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
But JD Camp's got comedy points. Gerb Bear says Crystal Lake from 1080 snowboarding just sounds like a lovely place for a camping holiday. Yeah, it does.
Yes, it
Fishy
does.
loves this. Not many islands yet, but still a major one remaining if I read right. What about Yoshi's Island? You know, it's funny how I don't actually think of Yoshi's Island as an island a lot of the time.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't. Well, okay, first you're in Yoshi's Island in Mario World,
Right.
So even though it's called Super Mario World, but it's a game about an island. And then like, I think
Well, you're in Yoshi's Island for the first. That's the first world, and then you
Yeah,
move on from it.
But then in Yoshi's Island, I think that it's so diverse, all the scenery and stuff, that I just don't think, like when I think island, I am that asshole. It's like it better be tropical.
Yeah, fair
You
enough.
don't really get a lot. You get some tropical vibes, but you move past that pretty quickly on Yoshi's Island.
This is one of them Japanese islands that has all the stuff going on, all the climates.
Oh god. Vision 49 says I would like to go wherever Nintendo is keeping those finished yet unreleased games, or I could chill in Onnet. That would be fun too. Onnet's just the suburb Ness lives in, right?
Yes.
Dude, that's just Ohio, buddy.
Yeah, come on.
That's just
Man, well, it's a
Ohio.
lovely place to visit. Come on, Ohio tourism is hopping. We
Yeah,
have
it's
Cedar
crazy.
Point.
Yeah, it's it's a like a 3-hour drive, but it's fun for here. DMC depressed to me crying says Mimmin Island from Captain Rainbow, where everyone is a washed-up loser, and I'll finally have a place to fit in. Dan Reichert was playing Captain Rainbow on his stream not too long ago,
Oh,
and I
really?
was jealous. Yeah, I've always
I
No.
started playing that. I was
I'm
trying to
late.
get. Yeah, what's that?
I made that up. He was playing Rent to Hero. I get them mixed up. Another like Japanese only release game from Sega / Nintendo. My
Right.
mistake.
I want to play Captain Rainbow on Giant Bomb. So
That'd be fun.
That's something we can maybe make happen eventually.
Yeah, you had that big dream of having us play Four Swords Adventure, and it's become a nightmare.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, listen, I'm fine if my dreams become real and then they become nightmares. That's fine with me.
Good stuff. Beefer says, I'd like to vacation with Camille. Man, another one. I didn't say you get the vacation with everybody. Said where? I think Camille lives in like a hell castle. So yeah, you have fun there. You find your hell castle. Was that you who just did that? Who did that?
Sorry, I did the goopy one, and there's a mop. But I think that's
Did you know it do that one?
no,
Isn't
it
like,
just does it randomly. Yeah. Oh, let's
Incredible.
see. That's
Incredible.
Yeah, Peepo Fat Bunk super reacted. The horny thing. Yeah. Sorry, let me do the mop roll.
The
one more time.
Zelda Wolf 5 says, I'd vacation in Undella Town in Pokemon Black and White. Cynthia, the champion of Sinnoh, vacations there too, and I'm hoping she would say hi to me or something. I don't know, man. This topic is kind of goofy. Oh, you have a problem with my topic? Huh? That's a good topic. Turbo Shot says, changing my answer just for Mikey, Akala Island from Alola. I have no idea why I picked that one. And then a link to the Bob says, I'm also changing my vote for Mikey. dude, where is
Well,
my
Mike, I mean, look
beer?
at what this is why he picked this one. You get it? Oh wait, were you being facetious?
Yeah, I was being facetious.
I'm sorry, I ruined the joke.
I was doing a joke. I was being
Yes.
funny. But yes, I do like this bar. It's good.
It's a bar for
That's-
audio listeners. They're making drinks. There's a Pokemon
did.
making a mixed drink. There you go.
We did it, Jeff.
We've successfully gotten through it. Well done, Mike.
This is a bad podcast.
I don't like it. I wouldn't listen to it.
Jeff, read some more super chat.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Where are we at? Antonioni with the best name says over 10 years later, will Project Q have worse latency and streaming compression than the Wii U gamepad? Current remote play implementation says yes. I mean, what the latency? I'm hoping it's better. I wonder if it's remote only or it's local only because they use like Wi-Fi Direct or something. I honestly don't fully understand Wi-Fi Direct, so that's just me talking out my ass. But I hope basically what I'm saying is I hope they have some other protocol than just going over your Wi-Fi network and hoping for the best, because I wouldn't be too confident about that.
I want more thumbs up, by the way. You're all on alert. If I don't get what I want, there's going to be trouble.
There'll be hell to pay. From Benji Bop, in Chapter 4, Volume 2 of the Magical Pokemon Journey manga, Hazel's grandpa offers Pikachu and Clefairy sake.
Clefairy.
Clefairy. Sake? Is that how you say sake? Sake? Is that how
Yes,
people actually...
You don't know how to say sake? Yeah, sake.
No,
Did you ever
I
see-
said
did you ever see
sake
The Last
once and everyone got
Samurai?
mad at me.
Did you ever see The Last Samurai? Sake!
Yeah, I said sake and everyone got mad at me. So sake.
I think about Tom Cruise screaming sake.
Therefore,
all the time.
alcohol is canon, Mike. And yes, I do love
No,
Tom
that
Cruise yelling
comic's-
sake. Yeah.
That comic's weird. That comic is definitely like a different canon from the games and definitely the anime. That comic is just doing its own thing. I don't dislike it, but I don't think that's a place I can vacation at.
I thought Hazel had an N in it, so I was going to say Hansel. And then, so I was like, I was thrown off halfway through, and then I wasn't going to go back. But now everyone in chat is having a field day. Sake! Sake! El Grug says, so you guys have any thoughts on the wrestling of the past weekend? And when will Mike drill farts into Giant Bomb Couch next week? Probably pretty frequently, because we're going to have them around.
I am. Sean, this is a bad pass. But I just watched the AEW show. I thought it was okay. Not one of their best shows. There were some good matches. I liked the four-way with the pillars was really good. Anarchy in the Arena was actually okay. I think other people liked it more than I did. It's fine. I don't know. There was a lot of like matches with run-ins and goofy shit. And I don't mind some of that. And some of that stuff was okay. There was a lot of it. It's like times where I was like, I remember when AEW was going to be the more sports like based wrestling company. Now it's like, man, sometimes this shit is kind of just WWE again. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah,
but
I mean,
there
at
was
some
still
point, oh well.
obviously a lot of very good wrestling and a lot of good talented performers there. Again, that Fatal 4 was very good.
I liked what I've seen so far. I haven't seen all of it. I'm still watching it. Kind of low on time, even over the weekend, where I was like, I'd really like to.
The reason I did watch it was my big wrestling friend is in town. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'll watch it with you. Otherwise, I may not have even been able to. It's just been so freaking busy.
Let's see. I think that does it. Yeah, we're caught up on the super chats for now. If anyone else wants to send one in, we'll get to all of them before the end of the show. Send me your Boshi questions. I want to answer all your hot Boshi questions.
Yes, please make them sexual. I'm funny. I have jokes. Jeff, hey, what have you been playing?
I have been playing Tears of the Kingdom. And
what? No way.
Yeah, so like, should we just kind of do an update? Last time we were like, hey, we both have done 2 dungeons. I'm still at 2 dungeons.
I've done 3 dungeons, and I've started the process for the 4th one. Now I got a lot done this weekend and yesterday. I finished the newspaper stuff. I finished the main underground quest. I got all the great fairies. I got all the tiers with the flashback. So I'm kind of in a place where I am almost like, let's like maybe try to roll credits. And then I can keep playing if I want to, but especially Jeff with all these other games coming out and it's getting wacko. And then the big trip too. It's like, okay, I definitely want to kind of maybe beat Tears of the Kingdom by the end of this weekend.
It's like I got a week, and it's like by that week I mostly want to be done with not done, but I want to be credits. That's where I want to be. Yeah. I just started kind of getting distracted and like doing side stuff. I'm like rebuilding one of the villages, and that's taking a lot of my time I'm enjoying building vehicles and messing around with that stuff. I'm like poking at a whole bunch of those things that you mentioned that you mostly got through, and I'm finding the tiers as I come across them always, and I'm about halfway done with those. And
I will say, like, those are worth doing sooner rather than later.
yeah, I've started prioritizing them. As soon as I see one, I'm going to do it now. The story, I think, has actually been pretty good. I really like the way both Breath of the Wild and this game present their stories, where it's like, yeah, if you want a little bit of story, just go do the thing that's going to give you more story. And it's like, oh, okay,
right.
Yeah, cool. And you might get it out of order, but it's not going to matter. Like, in the end, it's all going to fit together.
I know that has bothered some people, and I get it, but it hasn't. Not getting it out of order hasn't really bothered me. I think it's kind of neat sometimes.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh man, this is where it's going. Oh, all right, let's see what got us to that point. And it's totally working for me. But yeah, it's been a lot of just like being happy to experiment with the building now over the past week, where I have enough of the components and enough zonite and enough battery power to build stuff that can actually last. Like I can I built my snow runner truck and was taking logs across the land and stuff like that, and that was it was fun to refine that each build, and it would get most of the way there because those big tires don't take up a ton of energy, so that was cool. But I'm also like, man, I want to be finding more of these outfits down in the depths, and I want to unlock all of these great fairies and stuff. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's what I've been doing now. So kind of like I've started a lot of these things, and I got to start getting be more efficient about actually like making some progress in them. But I'm also kind of happy getting distracted. But I think that is gonna have to start coming to an end because I want to get to a point where I can be getting towards the end of this game. I am halfway done with the Zora Temple. I just kind of like have to like actually go in there and like, all right, like I got to the Zora Temple. I did the first part, which is getting there. Now I actually have to go in there and solve it.
That's one of the lengthier like getting there processes too. And it's really good. It's a lot of fun, but there's like a lot of things you have to do first.
And and it was the enemies were pretty difficult when I was there. So it's like, okay, I'm probably not ready to go in there, but now I probably am. So I'm still really, really, really enjoying it. In fact, I like it more every single time. It's been really great.
It is like I am only ever getting more and more into it, and sometimes I do play games and kind of like in that, especially longer games, that last third I'm kind of over it, and sometimes I kind of want to beat the game because of that, and that's not why I'm feeling that way here. I am kind of feeling like I am prepared. I have done a lot of the big things I like definitely absolutely wanted to do. I do want to see how this does because I am also curious, like because that that was one of my criticisms about Breath of the Wild was that I didn't really love the ending there. I didn't like the last boss fight. I didn't like the literal ending. So I kind of want to see how Tears of the Kingdom handles it. I'm just kind of interested to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's it really is a triumph. It really is all that the game that everyone built it up to be, and we were kind of hoping, and it's for me it's hit on just every single cylinder. So really enjoying it.
It's fantastic. I mean, have you been playing anything else Nintendo themed, really?
I was spending some time with some N64 classics on a website that just lets you press the button and just play it right there in your browser. So I was like, I'm like trying to remember some of the stuff I play. I was like playing Asteroids Hyper 64 and Aero Gauge and like games I'm like, I'm probably not gonna download these right now. Which one I did? Gex 64 Enter the Gecko, which one I actually probably might download.
Man, that one probably has even fewer voice samples that just repeat all the time than the PlayStation
probably.
version.
I did get a bug up my butt about getting LodgeNet up and running, which, if you'll remember, was the Super Nintendo what you could play in a hotel room TV. And it's like there was a whole like there was like a company that provided these systems to airlines and hotels, and the hotel version was called LodgeNet. And you'd have a Super Nintendo controller, and eventually it would become an N64 controller. And I think they finally had GameCube controller before they stopped doing this. And it would have GameCube games and N64 games. But when I did it, it was Super Nintendo games, and I remember Blackthorn is one I remember a lot. And I'm like, I wonder if I could emulate the entire LodgeNet system. And I started like looking into that. I think it's mostly been backed up. I could not. I got distracted, and so I couldn't get to the point where I actually had it up and running. But I think I'm going to do that because that sounds like the exact kind of nostalgia I'm in the mood for. I'm like, I want to see what that looks like again, and actually have unlimited time with it. Because when I think it was like, you could have your parents buy you like 2 hours or something like that is how it would work. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, that's enough. And they usually would say yes, and it was like surprising. I'm like, oh, I actually got this. So
Anything to make you shut up for a little bit while you're on vacation.
exactly what it was.
So
yes,
that
totally.
they could go to the mini bar.
Yes. And there's like a lot of LodgeNet ROMs in places. And I'm always like, oh yeah, LodgeNet. Look at that. They got this backed up. So I'm like, I actually want to like have the entire environment run up and running so I can see what that's like. And maybe if I go down that road like far enough, I'll just actually get that installed in my van, so the kids have to play like the LodgeNet versions of games. Like that would be fun.
Incredible.
How about you? Anything else?
It's more Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate, which kind of towards the end of Act 2 now. I don't like Act 2 as much as Act 1. Act 1 was actually in Baldur's Gate, the city. I was in this fun tavern, and there was the tavern owner was very nice. I liked her a lot. And it was kind of like, like almost one big dungeon. Like first it was the basement of the tavern, and that turned into the sewers, which turned into like this underground temple. And it was like the indoors of it was kind of cozy. Act 2's been mostly outdoors, and it's just in some dwarf village. So I don't have any mommy barmaids around anymore, and I don't like that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so it's been a little rough, but it's still been really fun, and I've still been enjoying that game. And yeah, I think it's probably just 3 acts. So I will definitely finish that one. Maybe before I start Diablo, since it's so similar. But
yeah,
here comes Diablo. Well, Jeff, I think we did it. I think we got a couple more super chats. Maybe release one more. We can read that.
Yeah. Let's see. Connell Wood. You can use Sonai cooking pots as suspension. Yeah, I saw this. Do you know what he means?
What do you mean? No.
So if you have the Zonai cooking pot,
yeah,
and you attach it to your vehicle with the basin facing outward, it basically acts as a socket. So you could put something else into the basin, and it will like move around like a joint, like a bone joint.
Oh man!
And so you can put your wheels, like connect them into there, and then when they hit like a bump, they will like bounce up and climb around and kind of stay in position as like the suspension works. But it's like
so cool.
It actually like it works with all kinds of stuff, and you can make some really complex things with this ball joint. It's a really, I mean, as soon as I saw them, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually ended up using that exactly with my snow runner truck to get the logs to where they were going, because I was going up some hills and stuff like that. So it actually really did work.
Oh yeah, I might have to try that. That's pretty cool. I saw it today. There's like that hover bike that people like to make with just the 2 fans and like a steering stick, and it's like the most efficient vehicle you can have.
That's been I like gave myself permission to just make my hover bike, and I'm like, you know what, this is fine. Like there's so much in this game, it's so big, I gotta stop being like, I'll once I have all the stuff, I can make my perfect vehicle. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna make this thing and fly around in the depths with my light attached to the front.
Yeah,
and it's like it's great, and I
do some of that,
solve a lot of puzzles that way and get around a lot of ways. There's just so much that is going to require more complicated things, that when you have like one simple solution, it's the Scribble Knots thing. Eventually you just find the one thing that can solve everything. You're not going to be able to solve everything in this game with just one invention, but you could solve a lot, and that's fine, because then that gets you more quickly to the more complicated versions of stuff like that. Like the sign guy, like that guy, way more, everyone's like, that's so easy. And then you get like 10 like the 10th one is way more complicated. You're like, oh, okay, this makes sense, that I'm actually gonna have to think about these now. And that's kind of how it goes in this game. Yeah, you'll find some simple puzzles, but they will get more complicated as you get deeper into it.
I'm just excited to play some of it tonight while I watch some games done quick. Sounds very cozy.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that Ratatouille run?
No, I heard it was good though.
Yeah, I got a clip. I'll say they were just like, they were all wearing aprons and just going, yes, chef, yes, chef.
That's incredible. I love it.
Chef.
That makes me laugh every time.
It was very good. It was a good run.
I see it. That's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the button now, though, Mike. Does that sound good?
Yes, I'm very tired. Sorry if my energy was weird today, everybody. Like I said, I've been very tired.
Yeah, we're just it's a busy time of year for us, everybody. We're trying to get through it, but thanks for sticking with us as I hit the button and bring up the music.
Thank you, everybody. You can find more of Jeff and I Thursday on Game Mess Decides. We'll figure out what we're going to do for that show. I guess we could probably predict. Yeah, I guess we could do our.
Yeah, it's our Summer Game Fest prediction episode.
Yeah, we'll do that. So there you go. But we got Connectivity Compadre tomorrow, so we play some Force Sword Adventure. Robo Mitch is back on Thursday, so that'll be fun. We got 2 levels left. It's not impossible that I beat it on Thursday. We'll see, but it's not impossible.
If we do beat it, though,
likely.
RoboCop's up on Prime Video.
Yeah, we can do a film in 40s and a watch along on Prime. And when I beat the game, I get to reveal my wish I'll give you. I figure out the wish, Chef. I'll give you a slight tease. It's just 2 words.
I mean,
My Light Club wish is just 2 words.
all right,
can't wait
I'm
to
excited.
reveal
I
it.
can't wait to see what you're gonna make Dan play. This is very exciting. I'm on Drive Pop. Follow me there. Bye, everybody.
Come on, go cruising, cruising. Come on, go cruising. Let's
Hey, thank you. We got to 100
Yeah.
because the show's so good.
Damn, boy, were you just frying chicken in there? For real, though, you piss loud as fuck. I think that's pretty cool.
Master Chief comes